Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Victor once again. It's another day and we have another scholarship. In case you're joining us for the first time, you're welcome. Or where have you been? There are lots of videos already on this channel on fully funded scholarships from around the world. Is it Canada? Is it US? Is it the UK? Is it EU? So look around. I'm sure you'll find something that catches your interest. And if you're a returning viewer, a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back, thanks for the constant support, and I hope you get a scholarship sooner than later. So let's go into the business of today. We're looking at fully funded opportunities in Coventry University. So for this opportunity, you can move, or these opportunities, you can move directly with a bachelor's degree straight to a PhD, even without a master's. We'll be looking at this together shortly. You can also get English language waivers. So for a number of countries and a number of nationalities, you wouldn't have to write any of those annoying IELTS or TOEFL exams. So let's dive in without any further ado. So this is the page, the studentship page at Coventry University. So just scroll down and click on this, the full list of available opportunities. So let that load. And we have 36 of them. So 36 opportunities, 36 fully funded opportunities. And some of these opportunities some of them actually accept 2, 3, 4 applicants. So it means you can multiply this 36 by 4, depending on the program you're applying for. And you can use the filter function to select the department you're interested in, and also make sure it is the funded. You selected the funded tab on the website as well. So as you can see, it's a very long list with 2 different tabs. So the first one already here caught my attention is about lithium batteries, and then you can see here already that it's fully funded. It's a fully funded studentship. So if this is in your alley, please just go for it, plunge into it. The application instruction is very clear. Having said that, there is another opportunity here, another opportunity that catches my interest. And this is this one. It's a PhD opportunity at 2 international universities, at Coventry University in the UK and Deakin University, Melbourne, Australia. So if you get the scholarship, and there are 2 opportunities available for this one. If you get this one, you're studying both in the UK and then in Melbourne, Australia, which is a wonderful opportunity. So you could just click on this a little bit more, open the tab and see what it contains. So you can see here that it caters to both international students and home students, whether you're from the EU or the UK or generally international. And then the deadline is on the 29th of May. So this deadline, be quite careful of this. Try to apply before this date. Apart from that, different scholarships at this university might also have different deadlines. So for this one in protective security and defense, the deadline is on the 29th. For something else, the deadline might be in maybe March or May. We do not know. So pay attention to the particular date of the particular scholarship that you're applying for. Having said that, so this is the general info, and you get the name of the professor in charge. You do not necessarily have to contact the professor except you have like pressing questions to ask, because the application, the application procedure is clearly spelled out here. So here you get like an intro about the course and about the topic, and then something about the funding. Fully funded, you get your bursary as well. So let's go to the requirements or to the candidate specification. As seen here, you just need a high 2-1 for this particular opportunity. So a 2-1 is fine. A bachelor's degree, 2nd class upper is fine. However, if you do have a master's, that's another good thing. That's a plus. It is not compulsory, but it is a plus to your application as well. So there's also something here about English requirements, the TOEFL, or this is actually the IELTS, and you're meant to get like 7 or a minimum of 6 in different components. But how do you get a waiver for this? You know, this exam is quite expensive, quite out of reach for a number of international students, and a number of you have probably studied in the English language all your life. So how do you get a waiver? I'll be talking about that very shortly, so just stay with me. For this particular scholarship or this topic, the application procedure is quite clear. Submit your supporting documents like your CV, your recommendation letters, transcript, and the rest of them. They also require a cover letter, which could be your SOP, your statement of purpose. But then they also require a 2,000 word supporting statement that should be about your expertise and interest in this relevant project. So I think what you should do here, if I'm to write this myself, is to combine the relevant literature, the relevant research and gap in the research for this particular topic with my interest. So it's a combination of a research proposal and a statement of purpose. So I show the literature and the gap in the literature about protective security, and then show what I've done in the past in connection to this topic. That, I did a similar research last year or 2 years ago, and this is the case study, and this is what we found. I think what we found will be transferable to this particular research and help address the gap in the research. I hope that is clear. So we'll talk about the English language test later, so just try to watch till the end. So let's look at another interesting opportunity from the main list. Just scroll down a little, and I found something here about designing safer transport system for women. Another interesting opportunity open to UK, EU, and international graduates. So you get bursary and full stipend, both for UK, EU, international graduates. And the deadline is on the 27th of May. So for the other one, it was April. This one is May, and you resume in September 2024. The name of the professor in charge is also written here, in case you have pressing questions. So here you also see the details about the course, about the project. So it gives you like an overview about what you'll be working on. Funding opportunities, glad to see. Fully funded studentship, including tuition fees and stipends. So that's great. Then for qualifications, you need a 2-1, that's a second class upper, with a minimum of 60%. So that's great. And once again, they talk about the English language test. I'll be talking about this subsequently, so do not worry. Then the applications requirement, similar to the one we saw earlier, supporting document and this 2,000 word supporting statement. Let's click on the application button and then begin. So let's take on the elephant in the room. That's the English language requirements. So let's go. I'm going to the main page of the Coventry University, then go into the search bar and type in here English language requirements. So I've typed this already, that's why it just popped up. And then I'm changing this tab to all pages. And let's click on the search button. So click on the first suggestion. And then this talks about the general requirements. But then if you scroll down a little, you will see alternatives accepted. So these are the alternative results accepted. If you're from West Africa, at least the English-speaking part of West Africa, you probably recognize this exam already, the WAEC exam, and they want you to get a minimum of a C6 in WAEC. A number of people from that part of the world are already rejoicing, probably because this exam is quite popular, and C6 is the normal pass mark for this exam. So if you have the WAEC C6 in English, you wouldn't have to write any of the IELTS or the TOEFL. For Indian students, of course, you also need to have this qualification. If you have this and you have this grade, you wouldn't have to write the TOEFL or the IELTS. I hope that's clear. If your nationality is not here, but you think you've studied all your life in the English language, so I think it's better to contact the university, tell them of your case, and they can just make an exception for you if you have a very strong case. I think it's also advisable to get like a letter from the university you studied, showing that you've already studied in the English language and you wouldn't need an English language test. So I hope that is clear. So having said that, I might not leave a link to this opportunity in the description box, but then I started through Google actually. So I checked through Google. So PhD scholarship, Coventry University, and then this suggestion came out. And then I got to this page, just scrolled down, Scroll down this page. I went to the list of different opportunities. So you can do the same. You can also do the same for other universities, for instance, University of Manchester, University of Warwick, Birmingham, and the rest of them, through a simple Google search. So do not wait for me to post. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't wait for me to post an opportunity. You can actually go out there and find one yourself. So it is true that in the UK, a number of opportunities are already closing. And that is why we are actually quite lucky to find this fully funded opportunity here still open at Coventry University. So it's good. It's good news. So it is true a number of them are closing already. But in case you're still looking for it, you can still dig up as much as you can. Go through Google. Google is your friend, at the end of the day. So do not wait for me. Do your own research. I think that's the message I'm trying to pass across. And that's it, guys. I hope this was useful. Fully funded BSc 2 PhD at the University of Coventry, fully funded, your tuition is covered, and you get a generous living stipend. And that's it, guys. I hope this was useful. Start putting your documents together, start contacting your referees, get your transcript, and get every other thing you need to apply for this scholarship. And of course, you can apply for other ones. Look around the channel, there are several other opportunities still open. So you can also apply for multiple opportunities. And you might just be in that beautiful position where you have to choose among different fantastic funding opportunities. As usual, we cannot wait to celebrate you. So get to work, and I'll see you at the top sooner than later. Bye bye for now. And do not forget to subscribe. Cheers.